our guy Dalton Kincaid was that player of the game. And I just thought, aside from just play action, it wasn't just that, and again, you're using the tendencies that you've created over 4 games against the Patriots. But I thought Kincaid not only was good in play action, but he was so good at bailing his quarterback out in those situations where he needed to. Early in the game, backed up. I will say, I think he screwed up on the play, but he made up for it on the back end over the middle. Josh is climbing the pocket and throws it low, and then Kincaid, scoops it up off the turf. I think he actually was supposed to run an out route on that option route, but he ran to the middle. But he bailed him out. But I thought he did a great job just being QB friendly in several scenarios in this game. And that's nothing new with him. But if we're talking this identity for the Bills offense, I think we've determined that this is a run first team. James Cook, he was a AFC Player of the Month for a reason. I think they have their run game identity. I think they are still looking for their pass game identity. And I think it should be Dalton Kincaid from here on out, guys.
Yeah, we talked about it last year, him kind of being the thought being him being like the tip of the spear for the passing attack. And then he gets banged up and had a multitude of injuries, and there was some wonkiness with the offense there and kind of just threw a wrench into those potential plans. But this year, I mean, he's got the advanced metrics that back it up. And it's not just for tight ends. We were talking about it earlier, kind of where he stands across the board for eligible pass catchers. And it makes sense. He is a mismatch creator. I know he's not, necessarily a true tight end like people say. He's more of a big body wide receiver or whatever it is. But at the end of the day, he's fluid. He's got some technique to him. He understands spacing and leverage, and he can cause problems in a variety of alignments and formations and against a variety of body types. And if you're going to split him out and you're going to pass to him, defenses have to account for him in some way. And you need the right body types. You need the right type of player to combat the body type that he has and the type of player that he is.
Right. And as I said, I thought he was super QB friendly. And this is our easy loan auto sales, making it look easy play of the game. We're going to go somewhere a little different than just touchdowns or big plays like that. I just want to show you how spectacular this play was from the game. Empty set for the Bills. And you're going to see Kincaid in the slot. And the Patriots do a great job of disguising this coverage pre to post snap. Single high to start, but then you can see the linebackers spill out here, and then they rotate into a Tampa 2 type look. So they go from 1 high to 2 high, and Josh is looking to the bottom of the screen. But now with the Pats in a Tampa 2 cover 2 type look, the out route to Coleman, because you have Knox going deep, the out route right here by Coleman is trapped. Gonzalez is right there. So the first 2 options are essentially taken out of the play. And so Josh has to move on in his progression. His next guy is Dalton Kincaid sitting over the middle. But the Pats did a great job of popping out and rushing 3. So they pop out Milton Williams into this hook to curl area. They only rush 3. It's something they did a bunch in high leverage situations. And to be honest, I think that might be a trend that Vrabel set for the next few games at the very least. But Milton Williams pops out. And so when Josh gets to Dalton Kincaid, there's no way he can throw it with Milton Williams there. And obviously there's a linebacker there too. So look at Kincaid. As soon as the eyes from Josh come to Kincaid, he's already moving. He is becoming QB friendly. He's getting out into space, and Josh finds him, the third option in this progression, so that they can get up the field for 15 to 17 yards on this play.
Yeah, this one was really nice. It starts really from the Patriots side, like a little non-traditional Tampa, a cool spin. You take arguably your best pass rusher and you drop him as that low hole player. And look at Williams 97. It's perfect. He drops right to Kincaid, and his eyes are on Allen, thinking maybe like, I'm going to get a pick.
Yeah.
I'm watching for this throw. Like, he's ready to get him like a big man interception, but Allen's looking elsewhere. And like you said, just the vision from Kincaid. Let me get from that first window to that second window. Allen and Cole Beasley used to do this all the time. Beasley would work from that first window to the second, and the ability to find space underneath. And you can see Kincaid, like he gets right into that spot. He's clapping, like, give it to me now, give it to me now. Allen's eyes get on him, bang, and he clears Milton Williams wide open. Allen pins it on him. And then also like a little bit of the physical finish from Kincaid. Gets a little banged up in the end there, but drops the shoulder into Woodson, gets a couple extra yards, takes him a bit for a ride. Really nice play. And again, are making it look easy loan auto sales play of the game, even though it wasn't as easy as it may have looked.
Yeah, just awesome stuff from Kincaid on this play. and overall just being QB friendly, helping Josh in that middle of the field. Again, I think an area that the Bills could have even attacked a little more with guys like Kincaid over the middle. Just good stuff from him at being QB friendly on this play. And it not even just this play. As I said, he did it earlier in the game, but on this one, I think he wasn't so friendly early on in this because this is that high-low we've talked about where it's an option route for Kincaid right here, and he can break in, he can sit, or he can break to the out. On this one, for some reason, he breaks inside right into the coverage. I think right here, he could have gone to the out and it would have been a lot easier. But either way, Josh felt pressure, got up in the pocket, and you saw Kincaid become QB friendly for this play.
Yeah, some of the QB friendliness that he brings, it's just especially from an off script perspective, we saw in a couple chunk plays like last year, but his ability to just kind of get into rhythm and get comfortable with Allen and be able to be in spots where Allen needs him to be. He's just good working back into that field of vision while also being able to find space and be able to work to grass. And it's sometimes those two things don't happen. Sometimes you can work to grasp, but kind of run yourself into coverage or run yourself into someone else. He just understands where the voids are, where the gaps are, how to get himself there, but at the same time, getting into Allen's field of vision and making himself QB friendly, like you said, and making himself available. And yeah, kind of bailing himself out there. That
Yeah.
read is wrong initially and making a nice little dive and catch on. Kind of a bullet from Allen, who stepped up and
Yeah.
slung this right in there.
Yeah, and like I said, so Dalton Kincaid in this game, great, very QB friendly for Josh Allen, and that's why he was our easy loan, making it look easy play of the game. But we gave you two plays because I just loved how friendly he was for his quarterback this week against the Patriots, even in a loss.
Yeah, Dalton Kincaid making being QB friendly look easier than it is in the NFL, and Dalton Kincaid being part of our making it look easy loan auto sales play of the game, sponsored of course by our friends at Easy Loan Auto Sales. Easy Loan Auto Sales is Western New York's premier buy here, pay here car dealership with locations in Buffalo and Lockport. Regardless of your credit history, they offer the fastest car buying experience around. Get approved and reserve your vehicle all from your phone. You can start your approval at easyloanauto.com, and you could be driving today.